desktop, and let's do our zombie. So here we have our cartoon zombie. Let's add another resource. Once again, we want to add an existing file. Go to our desktop, select the villain. So when you're adding resources to your program, what it does is it creates copies of that in the directory of your program, and whenever you build your program, it will run without you having to have those pictures in the same folder. So if I didn't add these resources, let's say for this picture, if I didn't have that picture in the same folder, it will not be able to load it because it's not actually there. So adding resources is a good way to package everything your program needs inside of the program. So let's just add our dragon, and let's rename this to cartoon dragon, and we'll rename this one just to make it look more like the other one. So cartoon villain. Okay, so now that we've added our zombie, villain, and our dragon, let's go ahead and come over here to form1.vb. We'll just double click on spawn enemy. So whenever they click button spawn, what we want to do is generate a random number and then pick based on that number. So as new random. So now that we have our random generator, we want to set we want to get a random number from it. So dim enemy type as integer, and we'll set that equal to generator dot next. Okay, sorry about that alarm. So generator dot next, and we want it to be between 1, so 1, 2, or 3. So now I'll just do a select case, and we want the enemy type. So for case 1, we will type picture enemy dot image is going to be equal to, and we're going to have to access the resources of game GUI. So to do this, we'll just type my dot resources dot, and you can see we've got cartoon dragon, cartoon villain, and cartoon zombie. So we'll just do cartoon zombie, and we'll do this for each one. So picture enemy dot image equals my dot resources dot cartoon, let's do a villain, and then case 3, picture enemy dot image equals my resources dot dragon. Now this is just a basic outline of what this is going to be doing. Whenever they spawn an enemy, it will also have to create a new enemy object. It'll have to set the health back on the progress bar and other stuff. But for now, we're just going to worry about this. So let's go ahead and run this. Let's go ahead, and we need to come over here to our solution, and we need to right click on game GUI, and let's just go ahead and set it as the startup project. So now that it's the startup project, we should be able to run this. Okay, so here's our game, and when we spawn an enemy, we can get either the zombie, we get the villain, and it's generating some weird numbers. So go ahead, put this code in if you already have it, and then once you do that, move on to the next tutorial.